Hello, everybody, and welcome to NES Quest
Episode 2.
Episode 2. We originally set out, the idea was to do, the channel is NES Quest 679. We looked at a couple different counts on video games and how they were counting North American releases, and Nintendo licensed releases. 845 is the big number I keep coming up with, so what Ryder and I decided to do while we were out today is we're just going to get as many NES games as we can and see how close we get to that 845. So we're not going to put a specific number on it. If we could get 800, if we could get 845, if we could get 600, we'd be excited. But we started from almost nothing, and we're going to work our way up. But the first thing we want to do in episode 2 is kind of look at the NES system itself. When the NES system was first released in 85...
And when it was first released on October 8, 1980.
I can't remember if it's 8. I want to say it might have been the 18th, but it could have been the 8th. But it wasn't 85. And when it was released...
1984.
It was released in 85 in the US. So when it was released, a lot of people really weren't big on video games. They didn't like video game systems because of the problem Atari had with the E.T. game and some other stuff.
Like the Atari 52.
Yeah, it didn't do very good. So Nintendo wanted to make something that didn't look like a video game. That's why a video game is nowhere in the original advertising.
So Nintendo decided to make the system.
Yeah, they made the entertainment system. And to make it look more like a toy on the shelf than a video game, it came with a lot of different things. Like here...
Like when you were little, what did you say when you were little?
When I was little, I got a certain bundle. Like there were certain bundles, like they bundle things now. This was probably the first bundle I was aware of. I did not get this bundle. This bundle came with Duck Hunt and Gyromite. Gyromite was for Rob the Robot. So you got controllers, Rob the Robot, the system, and the Zapper. So let's take a look at that system.
This is have the Rob.
No, not yet, and we don't have the mat yet for track and field. That's two things we're working on getting. So this is Ryder's original NES system. I mean, it's not flawless. There's some discoloration here, but it's a really good system. It functions really well, and we've had really good luck at it. We bought this at Monkey Punch.
Yeah.
So we've had really good luck at this system.
Couple years ago.
Yeah, and this would be basically like what I got for Christmas in the 80s. This is the original system.
You mean on December 25th?
Yeah. So with that system, you always got, of course, the controller.
And also, you can't forget about the Nintendo
Yes,
Zapper.
the Nintendo Zapper came with that game because there were some exclusive games.
And Duck Hunt is one of the most popular
Yes.
games.
Duck Hunt came with the Zapper.
And look, it has the picture of the Zapper.
Yeah, and they're playing Duck Hunt.
Well, I'm going to pretend I'm shooting a duck.
And the little dog will come out and get him.
But you have to have an old TV to play.
Yeah, we're getting ready to get an older TV so he can play Duck Hunt. He's never got to play Duck Hunt.
I've never seen it.
Was the controller for the original NES, and this is a big deal.
Combining from the Super Nintendo and the NES, Super NES and NES, they're the same controllers, but in the Super Nintendo, one of them was
Yeah, they added 2 more buttons for the NES, or for the SNES, and kind of turned it on its side. But see, this was a big deal when this came out because this was the birth of, to me, video game controllers. Because before this controller,
like me, we didn't have that. I didn't have that stuff when I was little.
no, you didn't. We started with the Wii. But if you think about it,
We used to have newer systems like Wii U
Yeah.
and
the Wii was your first system. But
Wii
the Wii U was right after you were born. We had both, but yeah, mostly you played the Wii U. But if you think about a Wii controller,
because Wii U's better.
look at a Wii controller. A Wii controller is made basically the same
And
way.
it has 3 buttons.
Yes, a Wii controller has a directional pad, the start and select, and 2 buttons. It just also has the trigger on the back and the but they're very similar. But before Nintendo came out with this system, all there was joystick systems.
I can make a heart.
That's awesome. The only thing there was joystick systems like the Atari.
Like in 1989, they didn't make it. They made playing cards.
Yeah, they did. Nintendo was a playing card company back then.
And back in
So
80
with the original NES, there were a lot of different options. You had Rob the Robot. You had the blaster.
The Zapper.
The Zapper. You had the controller. You had
the system.
the Power Glove. that worked with the system. You had some.
You have a couple of games.
You know, you had an arcade style, joystick style controller, and you also had the track and field
Daddy,
mat. Yes.
I really want an arcade too.
Oh, I would love to have an arcade.
I wish they made an arcade of Duck Hunt.
That we may have to make our own. Last time we went over our initial collection and what we already had. Today we went game hunting. We bought some other stuff. We got some non-Nintendo games. We're not going to talk about them here. We talked about them on the Game and Rider episode for today. But we did get some NES games. And what we done is we got on our app. Our app is called Retro Collect. And on our app, it gives us a list of games in an alphabetical order. We didn't have the first 3 games on the list. And we found 2 of those games today. The first 3 games on the list are 10-Yard Fight, 1942, and 1943.
Well, that's
Today, we found 1943, the Battle of Midway,
I've never seen 1943.
and we found 10-Yard Fight, which is a black box game, which I'm kind of interested in getting those. So we added 2 games to the collection today, but we also picked
I
up...
got a good thing. If they would make boxing gloves for the NES, like for a game for a 10-yard fight, that would be a cool thing. Like you can like press the A button to fight.
That would be pretty awesome.
That would be awesome. I would buy it and put it in my room.
That would be pretty cool. Now, the third game we picked up today...
It's Super Mario and Duck Hunt World Class Trap Meet.
All right. Now, this game, there's 2 things I want to talk about with this game. It's basically 3 games in one. No. It's basically 3 games in one. Now, when I was little, when Papa and Grammy got me my first NES system, I got an NES system just like this.
It came with Duck Hunt and what else?
I got a zapper.
Zapper, of course.
I got a controller.
I like this thing.
And then I got an NES pad that lays out on the floor of the
For-
track and field game.
I really like this.
Yes. So this game uses all 3 of those.
Like one of them plays as a controller.
Super Mario plays as a controller.
And Duck Hunt plays
Duck Hunt plays with,
the zapper.
and
And World Class Trap Meet plays with the pad.
with the gamepad.
Like
So
Dance Dance Revolution.
yes, that's the set I got. Was those 3 things with this game. Now, of course, World Class Track Meet used to be
Used to be one of your games.
used to be Stadium Events. Was what it was
I never
originally
tried
called.
Stadium
Events is extremely hard to
The
find.
only
It's
game I
extremely
played for the NES was
expensive.
Super Mario.
Yes.
Bros 2 and 3.
So today we came up with this game, and the reason we picked that game today is we're trying to get all the variations of that original set. Now, we're missing one that I want that isn't actually a release. It came with the gamepad, but what we had to begin with was we had the Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt combo. We had Super Mario Brothers by itself, and we had Duck Hunt by itself. Now we have...
Those 2 have red.
Yes, now we have the trifecta here. We have this,
They're
which
both the same, but
I believe this wasn't released separately. I believe this was only released
show
with the
the
system.
differences.
So
Let's
Here-
show all 4 differences.
here are the 4 carts.
That they're different. I don't know why they're different, but they are.
Well, they are, and there's one cart I would like to have. And if you look, what we don't have is track and field separate. So I'm wanting to get track and field separate. So we got to add 3 games today. So
I like the-
we're double checking.
18.
18 games. We had
We're
15.
trying to get 1834.
So, well, I mean, just shoot for the moon. Let's say 845.
Some of them are in Japan.
Yes, and we seen like
Mario Bros. Mario Bros. The original
Yeah.
is in Japan.
today we seen a remake of the Flintstones.
But Daddy wouldn't let me buy it.
No, I'm torn on that. We wouldn't have a real collection if we bought the remake, but I've seen that Flintstone go as high as 1100. I've seen it as low as
Did
5.
you used to play it?
I've never played it.
I never either, so I guess I could play as
Yeah.
friends.
So we may, if it gets down to that's all we like, we may buy a bootleg of that. I don't know. That may be the only option we have because Stadium events.
Bootlegs are not cool. If you
I
got
I won't say that. Like, the new
good thing
Super Mario
this is
Unlimited
not
is
a
cool.
real gun.
Yes, it's very good because we would not be playing with it.
If it was a real gun, we would take it back.
Yeah, we would not play with it. So there's a lot of games that are going to be hard to find games, But really, if we can start with the easier games to find, and some games that you think would be easy aren't as easy. Like I assumed we'd be able to find 1942 today, which we only went to one store, but we couldn't. We did find 1943.
So we didn't find 42.
We've got a pretty good start with our collection. We do have the mini NES, which I like.
Let's show them the differences of these.
We did that on a Game and Rider.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah, we did it on a Game and Rider episode. We done the unboxing for the mini NES. So that's kind of where we're at. We're up to 18 games. It's going to be a slow process.
That is going to be a lot of games, but I really want number 2 Mario.
Yeah, and see, that's another game.
That's another game that Daddy doesn't like.
I don't dislike it. It's not my favorite, but
It's
we're going to get it really soon. That's a game that should be easy to find. The Super Mario Brothers 2. And
I like that skull.
Oh, thank you. It's my Goonie shirt.
A Goonie shirt, and you might know this right. I'm wearing a Mario shirt.
Yes.
Because I'm a fan.
We're very big Mario fans. So
some people are Lego fans.
Yeah.
Some of them are Skylander fans.
Yep.
Some of them are Metroid fans.
Yeah.
You know what? That Metroid thing is amazing. I like that cover.
Yes, that was awesome.
That's the best Wii cover I
We got a new Metroid Prime game for Wii. It's on a video that we done on Game and Rider. So
it's awesome.
It is. That's the games we picked up for today. That's right now we're at 18 games, which we had 18. So that leaves us roughly, of the 845, that leaves us roughly 827 left to get. So that's what we're looking at. So this is episode 2. Go back and watch episode 1. The channel is NES Quest 679. This is Ryder. I'm Daddy Justin.
So what's 679?
Well, that was the first count of what we were going to go for. But now we're just going to get what we can get and kind of go with that. But we have another channel that's called Fun Time with Ryder.
But actually, we have 3 channels. Because there's Gaming Rider, Fun Time with Ryder, and now NES Quest.
Yes, there's NES Quest. And
if you want to see Wii U videos, make sure you leave the thumbs up down below, because if you give a thumbs down, we'll be sad.
So NES Quest will just be our attempt to get all the NES games. Fun Time with Ryder has 2 shows on it. It has Fun Time with Ryder, which could be anything, surprise bags. Just like today, we went to McDonald's, got some Mario toys, so that'll be on there.
Who likes Mario? Raise your hand. Right there.
So
I really like all Mario games.
The other channel that's on Fun Time with Ryder, the other show on Fun Time with Ryder is Game and Rider. We play games, it's anything like that. So check out.
I got one question for you at the end. So what is your favorite Mario or Metroid game?
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Or your favorite Super Nintendo, PlayStation 2, or PlayStation 1? Let us know in the comments. We want to know! We want to know!
Okay, so if you're looking for the NES videos, they're on this channel,
I know
NES
what to say
Quest.
at the end.
Okay, if you're wanting the NES videos, they're on this channel, NES Quest. If you want just fun videos, surprise boxes and stuff, they're on Fun Time with Ryder. Also on Fun Time with Ryder, if you want gameplay and we're talking about other systems, we're talking about anything video games, that's Game and Rider. So, and it's on Fun Time with Ryder. What do you say?
Have a Scooby Day!
And?
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
But what do we want them to do?
Like and subscribe, and also, Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Come back.